What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, I have a very, very, very reliable, credible source that relays some information to me that's extremely interesting. And this reliable source, he told me that undefeated 3-division world champion, 5-time world champion, superstar boxer, who is widely acknowledged and recognized as one of the faces, if not the face of the sport of boxing, in Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis is 29 wins, no losses, no draws. He is 27 big wins by way of knockout, 29 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. Gervonta Tank Davis isn't making a lot of noise and making a lot of headlines. I seen somebody state that Gervonta Tank Davis is in everybody's headlines, but he didn't even fight because this is a sport. I think people forget that this is ultimately a sport, and so obviously he's going to be in the headlines. It's just like LeBron James and Michael Jordan and Shaquille O'Neal and Kevin Garnett and Allen Iverson always in the headlines, of course, because they are the faces of the sport of boxing. The sport of basketball. It's just like every day you turn on ESPN, you're going to get Tom Brady and you're going to get Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes at some point in time in the conversation. Why? Because they are the face of the sport of football. It's just common sense. So obviously Gervonta Tank Davis will be in the headlines because nobody's discrediting Gervonta Tank Davis' star status, his superstardom, or Gervonta Tank Davis' ability to sell a fight, or his skill set in the ring. So obviously he's going to be a focal point of the sport of boxing because he is one of the faces, if not the face of the sport of boxing, along with Canelo Alvarez and a few other fighters like Terrence Crawford. Now Devin Haney is in that conversation. The heavyweights, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. It's natural. It's a given. With that said, I was made privy to information that Gervonta Tank Davis' next fight obviously is not going to be Devin Haney. Right? Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis are going to forever be linked to each other up until their fight, if they ever fight. After their fight, they're going to be linked to each other. It just is what it is. That's the way the sport of boxing operates. So Devin Haney just recently had a massive win this past Saturday, against the Rougarou, 2-time WBC junior welterweight world champion, superstar boxer Regis the Rougarou Prograis, and he dominated the fight. Devin Haney did. Dropped Regis Prograis in the 3rd round, wobbled and staggered him in the 6th round, hurt him in the 8th round. Beautiful performance, and didn't get touched. At the same time, he did all of this offensive output, and at the same token, he got hit the least in any championship fight in boxing history, as Regis Prograis only landed 38 punches total in a championship 12-round fight. That's a testament to Devin Haney's greatness. His defense, his elusiveness, his counter-punch ability is a testament to Devin Haney and his greatness, right? So obviously, Gervonta Tank Davis, who is 29 wins and undefeated and a knockout artist who had 2 glorified sparring sessions with Devin Haney that makes more headlines than some major fights, they're linked to one another. So I was told that Regis Prograis fight sparked some more interest in Tank Davis. He was already interested, alluding to fighting Devin Haney prior to the Regis Prograis fight. And now, after the Regis Prograis fight, it's been told to me that he has even more interest in making a fight happen with Devin Haney. And now, Gervonta Tank Davis, after his next fight, is going to, in the ring, after he's victorious, should he be victorious, I'm expecting him to be victorious, there's a handful of fighters that I believe that can beat Gervonta Tank Davis, Devin Haney, and Shakur Stevenson. Outside of that, I really don't see a lot of fighters beating Gervonta Tank Davis. And those are 50-50 fights, right? So I expect Gervonta Tank Davis to be victorious. And his next fight, there's a plethora of names being thrown out there. There is the winner of Chris Colbert versus Jose Valenzuela. That's going to take place this Saturday. There's also talks that he can have a rematch with IC Pitbull Cruz from their December 2021 showdown, where Tank Davis was unanimous decision. And there's also talks that it could be Edwin De Los Santos, Dominican lightweight star title contender, just for Shakur Stevenson, but it was a lackluster performance. So the PBC Premier Boxing Champion, founder and advisor Al Heyman, stable of fighters, and Brand had to move from the Showtime pillar platform in the sport of boxing, because Showtime decided to get out the business of the sport of boxing after 37 years. They were in the sport of boxing and been a pillar in the sport of boxing for 37 years, and now they have been removed as a pillar in the sport of boxing because they decided that they no longer wanted to participate in the sport of boxing and be involved in it. So Showtime is no longer involved in the sport of boxing, okay? So with that said, they have taken their brand and stable of fighters and their talents to South Beach, right? No, I'm only kidding. They've taken their talents to Amazon, and now they're with Amazon and Amazon Prime. And so it's said that Gervonta Tank Davis is going to be the first major pay-per-view event on Amazon Prime with the new relationship between PBC and Amazon Prime in March. It's said that it's going to be in March. Another name was thrown at me that is a possible opponent for Gervonta Tank Davis, and that's undefeated lightweight star title contender Frank the Ghost Martin. Frank Martin has been suggested as opponent. I was just told by said similar source that Frank Martin could be the next opponent for Gervonta Tank Davis, right? But Frank Martin just did an interview today, and in the interview he was asked about a fight with Tank Davis, and he said that's not happening. He's going in a different direction. He said, so I would love that fight, but it's not going to happen. He's going in a different direction. So Frank Martin put a close to that conversation. And Frank Martin said that, you know, he would still love, you know, all the belts are free. He still would love a fight with Shakur Stevenson. So he pretty much, you know, closed that chapter that he's not fighting Tank Davis next. So now, again, like I said, that it's being said that Tank Davis, after the fight, is planning on calling out Devin Haney. Now, we know on Tank Davis' social media, he's been alluding to a fight with Devin Haney. He put up on his Twitter he wants smoke in 2024. You know, he said he's going to offer Devin Haney the same contract that, you know, he offered Shakur Stevenson, less than that, 10%, so on and so forth. A lot of chatter going back and forth, right? A lot of chatter. But he's responding and reacting to everything that Devin Haney is saying and doing, right? And so with that said, Tank Davis is pretty much letting it be known this is what he wants. When Devin Haney vacated the belts, he said he don't want the belts, he wanted it in blood. Meaning that he wants to beat Devin Haney, not receive the belts gifted. So now, whomever he fights next is going to be an event, because Tank Davis is a major sell. He's a major draw. So it's going to be an event, right? Now, Tank Davis, right, is I don't want to say limited with his amount of opponents because he's a cash cow. But dare I say, the walls are closing in, quote unquote, on Gervonta Tank Davis to make the fights that the fans want to see him fight. Okay, not that he's limited in options, but the Shakur Stevensons of the world, the Devin Haneys, the Teofimo Lopez, people are no longer going to accept the Rolly Romeros and those level of fights. People will come out and support the Hector Garcias, But now people, their eyes are being opened up to, okay, there's a world around you with great fighters that we feel like are 50-50 fights, and you're not taking those fights. So now, and he's made abundance of money, right? He's made an abundance of money. So with that said, now people are demanding these fights. And Tank Davis seems to be at a point where he's tired of people saying that he's avoiding these fights, and he wants to make these fights himself. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But apparently Gervonta Tank Davis, after his next fight, plans on calling out Devin Haney in the middle of the ring after his next fight. I would love to see Devin Haney at the fight. I would love to see Devin Haney at the fight and call him in the ring. That would be enormous. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. So all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.